Which way, you mob? All right, the kids are off at school. The partner's at work. So we've got a free day to ourselves, just me and you. We're about to go walk this crab pot into the mangroves. Try and find a spot. A lot has changed. That appears to be a crab hole, just freshly getting dug. Yeah, so we're back. Oh man, I've just stumbled across something. Well, before we even get into the mangroves, I've just noticed something. When you walk through the mangroves, I've been taught as a kid through my father, and it has been passed down, that when you see fresh sand sort of dug out, I'll show you. I'll just keep a wipe down. When you see fresh sand, and I was just having a chat with you lads, can you see how that's a bit more white than all this mud? Sand's on top of the mud. Straight away I was thinking, there's a crab been digging it all out. That's why it's all back in here. And look what we've just found. Good size. Okay, well, this is a good size crab hole. Sadly I didn't bring my weapon, my hook, crab hook, but I'll tell you a little bit about, before you just go digging in there and ripping it away, stuff like that, you don't want to damage the hole. You want to keep it there so you can keep returning to it, because other mud crabs will find it and move in. So we don't want to damage it or wreck it. So, and this is another little things you look for when you do find one, is you look for crab marks. So we're going to look for stab holes just to see if there's even a crab in here. And you can see the mud is disturbed. You can see that water is murky, so something is moving around in there. And I'm backing that there's a good sized mud crab in there. Sadly I didn't bring my crab hook, but we're going to mark it. We find some landmarks. So like, we know that there's a group of tall trees over there. Just across here we got a dead tree. It's laying on top of another tree. That's a good one. That's instantly, that's what I'm going to be looking for next time I come down here. And that's a very good sign that there's going to be a lot more. So now there's one crab hole I can continue to come back to for a crab if I have to. Yeah, okay, now whenever you guys are going adventuring through bush, mangroves, before you go in, you want to look at some landmarks, and so you have a basic idea what to look for. So if you do get lost, because when you're in the mangroves and bush, you don't know what directions, what way, because you can't see nothing. You're covered in mangroves are all around you, and then you can actually climb up to look for that landmark. So before I go into these mangroves here, I'm going to remember these tall trees here. I'm going to walk in here and I'll remember these tall trees. So if I do get lost or lose my sense of direction, I can stand on a tall mangrove tree and look for those trees and make my way towards them. Yeah, this is these are these little gullies or creeks we're looking for. This would be the point of entry for the crabs, point of exit. This is what we want to look for. This is where the crab holes will most likely be around, because when the tide comes in, the water starts pushing in up here. The crab's going to follow the tide in, and then they'll just climb up, crawl off to the side and start digging a hole. And that's what we look for. Some we'll have crab holes actually in the water's edge. So we're going to keep an eye out. What we do, we get down level with the mud and we try and look for any of that white sand, that fresh sand that the crab has dug out while going through the mud. This could be it. This could be the one. Right, we're gonna, hopefully she's deep enough. We'll hold the end of the rope. Wow, that is pretty deep. I say that's between 1 to 2 meters deep. Heaps of room for a crocodile. But now we've got the crab pot set. I'm going to take a walk, a stroll, go for a bit of an adventure and see how much all this has changed. See if we can find a couple more crab holes, so we can just mark them and check them tomorrow. This edge is actually deep enough to chuck your pot straight off here. That way you can get it when the tide swings around straight in. Would be a good spot. I'll have to get some more crab pots. Right, we're on our way back. And back to the start where we said we look for some landmarks. If we do go to backtrack and we go off our tracks and we lose them. So we're right in amongst all the mangroves. We've lost sense of direction. We don't know where we're going. It's a good, it's a sturdy tree. Well, sturdy enough compared to anything else around me. So right, try and get as high as we can. Break off some branches so we can sort of get a platform to stand on. Don't want to fall down and injure ourselves. Alright, now we're at the top of the trees. We can see those. Oh, I'll try and move it. Those tall trees over there. That tall one there. In the distance, just behind there. That was our landmarks that we remembered on our way in. So we know if we keep heading in that direction towards the two trees, we'll get out. Man, it's so hot in those mangroves. That was our landmark. Made our way towards that. Our other landmark are these bunch of trees over there. The line of them. They're the taller ones, the tallest ones. And we were somewhere in there. See, if you lose your sense of bearings, you could be walking deep amongst the mangroves. You will get lost. You'll be there and you'll have to call for help. Good morning. It has been 24 hours. The pot has been in there for 2 tides. We're on the second one right now. It's on the outgoing. It is still up a little bit, so we've got some time to waste. So we're gonna go try and find that crab hole, because we did bring the crab hook today. The old fella has gifted that to me because he knows how much we love to be outside and doing stuff. All right, so we're back in the mangroves and we're trying to locate the crab hole. I know we did mark that tree, the one that we said that was fallen, and we did have a look over here, and so it's around this area somewhere. So as long as we got that tree close, we just located that. There it is. Boom. Okay, now we've located that, we'll check her out, see if she's in there. Oh, she creeps around to the right. Right, we're just looking around the mangroves, looking around the grass. All right, we've come across some fresh sand. You're like, all right, there's got to be something moving that out. All right, so where's the hole? Oh, there she is. Okay. We look for crab claw marks to see if there's anything in there. You can see there's the crab legs have been stabbing into the sand, sitting on the edge. So that's already a good sign. Starting to rain, that's already a good sign that there's something in there. We're gonna find what way the hole goes. Drifts off to the right. Oh, yep. There's movement. That has honestly got to be the quickest and easiest mud crab I've ever caught by a hook. That, oh, look at that. This is the moment everyone waits for. That's the result. Sometimes you don't always win, but we're going to use all them, chuck that back in the bait bag and go reset her over by the river. We didn't get any in the first spot, but don't matter, you don't always win when you're out doing this. You don't always win, but we're lucky we had some of those fish in there that were stuck in there, because we've just reused them now for bait. We moved down towards the river. Looks like we've stumbled across a good sign. Here's another one. Add that to the collection. This one's only a small one, but we caught her coming out the other side. It's so good to see the activity still amongst all these wetlands. We'll let this fella go, but it's so good to see. Like I got goosebumps. Here, buddy. I'm that excited. I'm just stoked with how long it's been since we've been here. I've been saving to do this with the old fella. It's just kind of happened yesterday, stumbling across putting the crab pot in. So I thought I'll just come for a quick look. But when we were younger, he used to show me where the holes are. It's good to see that what he's taught me has stuck with me, and now I'll do another one with him coming and doing what he taught me. I'm just coming across so many crab holes down here. Like, look at this one. This is going to be a big one. Like, I've just stumbled across it. Look at the size of that hole. There's all the fresh mud, so it's scraping back out there. Yep, I'm in the shot. I've kind of just got it balanced there because I don't want to put it on my chest. This could be a deep one. There's another one. Woo! That's it. We've got enough. We don't have to search for any more now. We've got more than enough. We've got a feed. We don't even need to set that crab pot, but we will. If we get anything, we'll give it away tomorrow. We've just stumbled across this on the way out. It's another big one. I just can't walk past it or even just check anyway. Oh my gosh. Here's another beauty. Okay, I promise you that's the last one. That is definitely the last one. Look at that. Mate. We got more than enough for a feed. I just gotta walk my sharp walk out of here like this so I don't see no more. No. Alright, we've got enough. Don't need to go any more. That's overkill. But please, I don't want to see another one on my way out. The best way to cook crab is with salt water. So we take home a bucket full. That way we don't have to add salt to our pot. But that's the best way to do it. If you can do it, go to your local boat ramp and grab a bucket of water, salt water. In the black families, we always look after our elders and share with the others in our family. So now we've taken care of that, we can go have some for ourselves.